Hey everybody, welcome back to The Spot. My name's Adam Sayre, the Director of Productions here at 143 TV, and I'm joined by The Spot's co-host.
Hi, it's Jennifer Dial. Thanks so much for tuning in today.
Alright, let's get into our April 14th episode, 2026. Get ready to celebrate a South Shore treasure. On Saturday, May 2nd, the Friends of Holly Hill Farm are bringing the farm to the Cohasset Common. From 11:30 a.m. till 3 p.m., join the community to celebrate the over 20 years of Holly Hill's history and the vision for the farm's future, including the restoration of their historic main barn.
It's an afternoon of live music, hands-on workshops, local food trucks, plus a beer garden. Admission is free. For more details on the event and to learn about how you can help Holly Hill grow, visit hollyhillfarm.org. The Cohasset Open Space and Recreation Committee is inviting residents to share feedback and ideas to help shape the town's vision for its parks, fields, and natural resources.
Residents can comment on the draft 10-year Open Space and Recreation Plan, which is available to review on the town's Open Space and Recreation webpage. To provide suggestions, please email them to cthayer@cohassetma.gov by Friday, April 17th, and we'll have the email in the description below. There's lots of great events for both kids and adults this spring at the Paul Pratt Library. On Wednesday, April 15th at 1:30 p.m., there's an early release day for a Fortnite tournament with one-up games for middle and high school students. Sign up on the library's website for this free event.
Also on April 15th and every Wednesday, adults can drop in for a free knitting group at 10 a.m. The group, led by veteran knitter Lisa Rosen, welcomes knitters of all levels. So stop by when you can to sit and knit with your friends or get help with your project.
Hi, my name is Trish from the Cohasset Working Dog Foundation. I'm here with my dog Katie, and you're listening to The Spot.
Looking to learn more about the future of Cohasset Harbor? You can join your neighbors at Wilcutt Commons for a public forum to discuss the 2025 intermunicipal agreement with Scituate.
Starting at 6:30 p.m. on Monday, April 27th, the Cohasset Select Board will address community concerns about Cohasset Harbor, from the expansion of oyster aquaculture and its impact on your recreation to risk management and regulatory oversight. The next lecture in the Historical Society's 250th Speaker Series uncover the local roots of an American legacy. Author Jim Glitsky will highlight the connections between Mordecai Lincoln and Cohasset, including a focus on his descendants, the two Isaac Lincolns who helped secure Cohasset's independence from Hingham.
The talk will also explore boundary disputes dating back to the 1630s and their links to the Mordecai Lincoln property. Plus, find out what's happening with this historic site today and how these local Lincolns connect to our 16th president, Abraham Lincoln. This fascinating presentation begins at 5 p.m. on Thursday, April 16th at the Lightkeeper's House. National Drug Take-Back Day happens Saturday, April 25th. Stop by the Cohasset Police Station to dispose of unused or expired medications in a safe, anonymous way.
All right, we have two special guests here in the Spot studio today. We have Debbie and Susan from the reading of the Civil Rights happening on April 20th here at the Town Meeting House. Debbie, Susan, how you guys doing?
We're doing great, and we're glad to be here. Thank you for having us.
So what exactly is going on Monday anyway?
So Debbie and I thought it would be a great idea, given that this is our nation's 250th anniversary, to put together a community-based activity that would be down on the town green. And we came up with the idea to do a reading of the Bill of Rights and to supplement it with all kinds of patriotic music.
Nice. Debbie, who else is going to be there at the reading?
So we're going to have 10 citizens representing all different aspects of Cohasset, everyone from the town clerk to the business community to students to all ages and all walks of life.
So why is it so important that we hear the Bill of Rights?
The Bill of Rights has been with us, and a lot of folks don't even know that the Bill of Rights really are our first 10 amendments to the Constitution. And unless they were added to the Constitution, it never would have been ratified. So in 1791, we got this first set of freedoms. And what is fabulous is that those freedoms are being carried forward today. And everybody knows the first one. That's the right of free speech. And here we are, freely speaking.
What gave you guys the idea to do this in the first place?
Well, I think that we wanted to do this because we felt like it's time to heal. It's time to bring everybody together and recognize our common heritage. And
we also felt like people just needed to get together and feel peaceful. And so that's why we're going to start. I'm very excited. We're going to start with the bells pealing from the church steeple, and then we're going to have a brief history of the town of Cohasset in the Revolutionary War, and another bit of history about the church and its role. Had some pretty interesting things happen there, and also a little history of the Bill of Rights, and then we'll go into the 10 citizens reading the bills, and we are going to have a lot of, as Susan said, patriotic music, including the Rusty Skippers. So we're very excited about, the whole patriotic feeling and bringing people together and remembering who we are.
And could you tell everyone again where they can go and catch the reading of the Bill of Rights?
Sure. So it is on Patriots Day, which is Monday, April 20th. It's starting at 2 p.m. As Debbie mentioned, we're going to be kicking it off with the bells pealing from the meeting house, and we're expecting it's going to run about an hour, hour and a half.
Awesome. Thanks, Susan and Debbie, for coming in today. Let's hope for some dry weather to keep our high school sports teams on the fields. The boys lacrosse team is scheduled to face off against Barnstable on Tuesday, April 14th at 4:30 p.m. on Alumni Field. And the girls lacrosse team is on Alumni Field on Thursday, April 16th at 4:30 p.m. to battle it out against Moses Brown School. The softball team takes Freedom Field on Wednesday, April 15th at 4 p.m. to play East Bridgewater.
The boys tennis team competes against Falmouth Academy on the Bancroft tennis courts on Tuesday, April 14th at 4 p.m. And the girls hit the courts on Wednesday, April 15th at 4 p.m. to play East Bridgewater. The sailing team is ready for their first home race of the season on Tuesday, April 14th at the Hull Yacht Club. They'll set sail against Dover Sherborne Regional High School at 4 p.m. And the girls golf team heads to the Cohasset Golf Club on Thursday, April 16th at 3:15 to play North Quincy High School. Game schedules can change, so we've got links to the most updated calendars for all the Cohasset High School games on our Facebook and Instagram pages at Cohasset The Spot.
And coming up next week, we have an interview with Glenn Pratt about the proposed public safety building, and we'll talk about what to expect during the annual town meeting. And don't forget, the last day to register to vote is Friday, April 24th. Well, that was our April 14th episode of The Spot. I'm Adam Sayre, the Director of Productions here at 143 TV.
And I'm Jennifer Dial. We hope you'll tune back in next Tuesday to The Spot, which is your spot for everything Cohasset. You can find us online at cohassetthespot.com, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and 143tv.org.
Make sure to like and subscribe. And thanks everybody for listening. We'll catch you next time.